Alright guys, Supreme Kami here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the last unit for the DLC 2 here. So this one you are going to be able to unlock it via the directory DLC 2B here, and we do have the Moon Gundam here. So as for the Moon Gundam, this one is going to be all-rounder unfortunately, so that does make this unit really, I wouldn't say that it's bad, but in a sense that there are a lot of specific areas that this unit does not excel in, for example. But as for the base stat, we have a HP 463, boost 130, melee 188, and then range 149. So this one, as for the overall stat, does kind of lean towards trying to go for like a melee build. And that you guys can see that in terms of the armament that we are going to be taking a look in a bit, they are pretty much going to be geared towards going to the melee aspect of it. So as far as how I would build this one probably would go full melee build for say. But as for the damage cut rate, we have the following. So this one is it's looking pretty good, but I compared this one to, let's say, what is it? It's the Nice Superior Dragon. This one is a little bit lower as for the just the base stat of it. So take a look at the armament. We have a split. So just before I've been diving deep into like all those specific weaponry and stuff, you guys can see that this one's gonna be split. So we have beam and physical. So as far as what I did, I went ahead to use like change everything to physical just to make myself just make my life easier. So in terms of fighting bosses, for example, it's just gonna be a little bit easier for example. But going back to the main melee, we have the beam tomahawk. So obviously beam melee right there. So this one gotta change it to physical. Going over to the main range, that we have the beam rifle. This one's going to be a 6 magazine and that 9 seconds for the cooldown, so or the reload. That's actually quite good, just going to be coming in fairly fast. Going down to the sub weapon one, we have the Psycho Plate Shield. So this one is a very interesting property because you are able to break your enemy unit bar really fast with this one. Granted, if your enemy is attacking, then you activate that. Most of the time that you are going to be breaking your enemy's meter bar, and you can continue to combo right there. But yeah, going down to the sub weapon 2, we have the Psycho Frame. This one's going to be the Javelin version. So this one pretty much launches like one of your Psycho Plates onto the enemy, so it's quite cool. This one does have a pretty good high rate of even breaking your enemy meter bar once again. So in terms of what this unit specializes, this unit is a enemy meter breaker if I want to put it like that. So this unit, in that respect, it is a very interesting one. Going down to the special attack or your SPA, we have the Psycho Plate. This one's going to be the blade version. So this one is going to be physical. Make an initial strike, then unleash the combo attack with a Psycho Plate in blade form. So honestly, I don't know why, but this attack, to me, it came out pretty strong. I didn't have the best melee equipment, but this one was dashing out quite a good amount of damage, being an infighter, or excuse me, being all-rounder. So this is something that I guess it excel in, for example. But yeah, that's pretty much all the main weaponries over here, and then let's talk about what kind of stat we are looking at level 90. Alright, stat over at 90 are going to be a swallow. I'm not going to be putting everything at level 100 just because of the resources. It's a little bit crazy, so it's going to be a little bit of a work in progress. So I do have everything at 90. I think 90 is definitely a very sweet spot. You're not losing too much from level 100 to 90, and then it's going to be a little bit more cost effective in a sense to just kind of compare unit to unit. So as for the HP, we are jumping up to 2320, and then boost 235, melee all the way to 687, and then range all the way up to 546. So it's not looking that terrible. So this one, like I said again, go full melee if possible. But if you feel like let's say the first slot is either going to be HP, melee, or range. If you feel like a range has some pretty good sub effects, for example, still go use it. Not that it's bad for say. It's just all rounders. It is a little bit more flexible in a sense for the equipment wise, but let's talk about the equipment I had for this Moon Gundam here. As for my equipment, I went for something like this. So obviously this is not going to be like your best kind of situation right here, just because even for my all-rounders equipment, they're not really the best. So So all these are pretty much going to be further boosting my base melee attack. I'm going to be, boosting a little bit of the sub weaponry, like one right there, another one right there, and then I went for a little bit of, this one right here, especially trying to change everything to physical. And I haven't had this one, just going to be guard damage cut, plus 7%. So that's going to be fairly good effectively. So that because this one, like this unit has that. For the sub one, it's gonna be essentially like a shield, so I do want to take a little bit less damage here and there, but that's gonna be pretty much all the equipment that I have for the Moon Gundam here. So let's now move on to the skill sets. Right, so as for the skill set, I have the following. I have the Speedster, Berserker, and then Combo Meister. So these are pretty much going to be some intangible stuff that is going to allow Moon Gundam to just perform ever so slightly better, just because of the fact that as for the Moon Gundam, what the equipment has is pretty much going to be all in for the kit. But this main melee does only 3 hits, so I mean, like, I gotta need the support I can get from these kind of equipments over here, so that's why, or these skill sets, so that's why I'm picking what I'm picking right there. For longevity wise, I probably won't even be bringing the Moon Gundam, just because this unit probably would not carry you through a lot of those matches. But if you do want to use the unit for like a long kind of event, for say, I'll definitely sub in something for like the medic over the Speedster just for the longevity wise. But other than that, these are pretty much going to be the base skill set that I'll be using for the Moon Gundam here. Alright, so going into some combo here, so we are going to be doing up to 3 melee attack first with normal, and then we are going to be chaining that into the heavy, so you guys can see that we do get 5 combo right there, and then just going to go straight back into the normal, and then going back into the heavy once again. So this is the part that kind of gets repetitive, or more or less like you have to go in a sequence, so you are supposed to, how I've been doing it, I go with the normal, and then going to the heavy, going to the sub 1, and then sub 2. As for the sub 1, for example, sometimes it doesn't really connect how you want it to, so that could be unfortunate. And here we are just trying to do some aerial combo. You guys can see that we miss. Most of the time it's just gonna keep dropping, but the overall sequence is that you do 3 normal attacks, go for the heavy or swing it up in the air, and then right now we are going to be doing 1 heavy to kind of lunge it forward, so you can kind of trigger that guard function of the sub 1 and then go directly into the sub 2. Alright, so as for my conclusion for the Moon Gundam, I feel like this overall unit is not something where I'll look at it in a traditional manner, just because of the fact that the property of this unit, especially the sub 1 weapon, you guys can see that if you just straight up launch it, it's not really gonna do anything. So you have to use, let's say, your heavy attack, so you're gonna bring your enemy close to you, so it looks like your enemy is attacking you. So when you use that sub 1, then you can kind of get that combo going on. But otherwise, I feel like this overall unit is meant just for that supporting role. If you're doing like a, I don't know, like a multiplayer with like your friends, you're trying to take down like a boss, not gonna be like your mobile armor boss, but I'm talking about just your mobile suit boss. Break your enemy meter bar is going to be PZK for this overall unit. If they are attacking you, you straight up launch that sub 1 weapon, you launch that sub 1, and bam, the meter bar is down. Then you want to combo that into, let's say, your sub 2, and go ahead, because that's going to even further, if your enemy meter is not already broken, it's gonna be broken right now. But in terms of, let's say, the negative, like the cons with this overall unit, I just feel like if they would have made this unit have, let's say, at least 4 melee combo hits, that would be great. 3 combo hits is just a little bit too less in my honest opinion. I've been dropping all of those combos in this overall unit. It just doesn't flow well if I want to make like that. But overall, I think that's pretty much it. Just the combo factor is just really limited in terms of, let's say, trying to get that long combo string. Probably not gonna happen because I tried doing it. It just keep dropping. So, but other than that, the special attack is really powerful. All the other attributes seems pretty good. It's just that sucks that this one is the all-rounder, so it's just not gonna be all that appealing. But do let me know how you guys feel about the Moon Gundam itself. Do you guys like it, hate it? How do you guys feel about the combo? Do you guys feel that it's easy to use or hard to use? You guys can definitely let me know that in the comment section below, and I'll be catching you all on the next one.